Dear friends, welcome to Learning About. In this video, I'm going to share information regarding TCS NQT. So TCS, they have announced their next two sessions of NQT, July 2022 and October 2022. So in this video, I'm going to share information regarding these two sessions. Now in this video, I'll be sharing what is this TCS NQT, who can apply for this, what are the important dates and the roadmap, the different variants available, what will be the mode of exam, how to apply for this, and the list of companies that accept the TCS NQT score. So now this TCS NQT is an ability test that assesses a candidate's competencies and skills, and cognitive score is applicable for all industries like be it IT or manufacturing or banking or BPO. Okay, so that's a compulsory module that you should be writing, and the test is conducted once in 3 months. Okay, now to make it simple, now according to your career aspirations, okay, so be it IT or core or whatever it is, okay, so according to your career aspirations, you have to choose the different variants available. You have to buy them. Okay, so you have to pay for it, you have to buy them, you have to take the test, and then after getting that score, you have to apply to the various companies that accept this score. Okay, so basically you have to pay for this, right? Now if you are looking for a free NQT, right, now that free NQT is applicable only for TCS, right? So any of the TCS hiring you don't have to pay, right? So whether it is TCS BPS that is currently open, or TCS MBA that is currently open, or the TCS Smart hiring, or the TCS Atlas hiring, or the TCS Ninja or digital hiring, for any of these hiring, okay, you don't have to pay for it, right? But this TCS NQT is a paid version, and that this is not only for TCS but list of a lot of other companies, right? So there are basically like 4 variants. One is the NQT cognitive skills, okay, so wherein they test your ability on skills like quantitative ability, that is the numerical part, the reasoning part, and then the verbal part, right? Which is so as I said before, this is a compulsory one, and then there is a psychometric test, right? And there is industry NQT. What are the different industry NQTs available that I'll show you, and then there are a lot of subject NQTs. So whatever you want, you can choose and write, but the NQT cognitive skills is a compulsory one. And what are the different prices for these modules, and there are some combo packs available. I'll show everything in this video. Now who can apply for this? UG, PG and diploma students who are in their pre-final year or final year, or who have passed out, can apply. Students with any degree and specialization or discipline can apply for this. Freshers with less than 2 years of experience can apply. Okay, see, earlier they used to give, like from certain batch to certain batch. Here they mentioned that as at some places, but that looks like an error. Okay, so basically who can apply for this? So probably 2019, 2020, 2021, okay, and 2022 batch, and also the 2023 batch. Okay, so these batches can apply for this particular hiring. So from 2019 to 2023, passed outs can apply for this. Now important dates. See, they usually close the last day to apply. Okay, so they close the application 15 days before the exam. So now for the next session, upcoming session, it is starting on 10th of July. The assessment is starting on 10th of July. So they are closing it on 25th of June. So if you want to appear for the July 2022 session, you have to apply before 25th of June. Now for the October session, they will be closing 15 days before that. Before the starting date, right? So this is the TCS NQT roadmap. So first you have to register, right? First you have to register. If you are not already registered, you have to register first, and then you have to buy the TCS NQT variant. Of course, cognitive is compulsory. Other than that, okay, and there are also as I said, there are also some kind of combo packs. Whatever you want, you can buy. Then you have to update your digital profile, in the sense, okay, so like how in Naukri or Monster, they expect you to fill your profile to 100%, so that they'll be able to suggest to you the various openings that are available that are relevant to your profile and skill set. Okay, so you have to update your profile. They send like mail communication, and also in your dashboard, if you go, you can check your jobs, etc. I mean the list of jobs that are suitable to you, etc. So they expect you to update your profile, and of course you have to take the test. And then if you get a benchmark score, if you get a very good score, okay, so if you get a very good score, you can keep applying to companies like TCS and other companies for the next 2 years. Okay, so that score that once you get, you can apply for the next 2 years, right? And you can apply like as many times as you want, but you have to pay each time. Please remember that. Okay, you can take this test like every 3 months, but you have to pay for this, right? And as far as applying to corporate jobs is concerned, it is your responsibility to apply for this. Okay, apply for the jobs. Okay, so TCS NQT, they'll be merely just giving suggestions, but each and every job that you want to apply, you have to apply on your own. Okay, so from most often from the TCS NQT dashboard, or sometimes like in the company websites, you have to apply for this job, right? Now they also give you some suggestive, like so if suppose you want to enter a particular let's say IT industry, what are the NQTs that you need to buy? Okay, so that also they are like mentioned, that also they have mentioned. Now in this part I'll share that. Okay, so first NQT variant, like that I want to share is, if suppose your career aspiration is a programmer, a developer role in TCS or other IT companies like so let's say Tech Mahindra, Emphasis, like that. Okay, so if you want to become a developer, system engineer, IT analyst job roles in the IT industry, or entry level job roles in the top IT companies, then you have to buy the TCS NQT IT career readiness pack. Okay, so it costs 1000 rupees. Okay, so 999 including taxes, so the cost is like 1000 rupees. Now this pack will include NQT cognitive, and then the psychometric test, and also like IT programming, right? So you can choose this bundle pack, which has got all the it has got the 3 variants, right? Now if you have to go for like individual variants, so you don't want to go for the combined one, if you want to go for the individual one, the cost is more or less same, right? So you have to choose NQT cognitive skills, and then the subject NQT IT programming. These 2 are compulsory, and the remaining 2 are optional. Okay, see, the psychometric test and industry NQT in IT, these are optional, and the first 2 are compulsory. So you can go through the TCS NQT page there, wherein they have given your wherein they have given all the suggestion. Now if suppose you are looking to enter the BPO industry, okay, right? So if you are looking for a non-programmer or a BPO role in TCS and other IT corporate, then of course cognitive skills are compulsory, and you have to take the basic computer skills. Okay, now these 2 are compulsory, and psychometric test and industry NQT IT, these are like optional. Now if suppose you want to enter into banking or financial markets and services, then you have to choose TCS NQT BFS career readiness pack. Okay, which includes cognitive and the psychometric test, and then the financial markets and services. So 3 different tests, and these tests will be scheduled on different dates. So for which roles, like you have to choose this particular bundle pack. Like for the role of financial analyst, financial advisor, credit analyst, investment banker, data analyst, mutual fund agent. Okay, so if you want to get into any of these roles, then you have to choose this bundle pack. And if you want to buy it like individually, of course cognitive skills compulsory, then you can go for subject NQT financial markets and services, and industry NQT banking and financial services. These are like compulsory, and psychometric and accountant and basic computer skills are like optional. If suppose you are looking for a career aspiration as an accountant, then you have to choose the cognitive skills and subject NQT accountant. Okay, so you want to become like accounts executive, or account operations officer, or data analyst, or financial analyst, or auditor, or operations account executive, then you have to choose this particular combination. If suppose your career aspiration is just need to use computer for work like teaching or retail or insurance or e-commerce, etc., right, So if you want to take into roles like data entry operator and MIS executive, or receptionist and front office executive, then you have to choose the cognitive skills and basic computer skills, right? Also, like if you want to become an accountant and retail sales executive, etc., you have to choose this, right? Now if you are looking for manufacturing or retail or pharma or insurance or any other industry, just the cognitive NQT skills, that's compulsory, and psychometric is optional, right? Now coming to the cognitive skills, right? Now how to crack this cognitive skills, I have done a separate video, right? But this is actually same as your TCS off campus, right? So this is actually same as TCS off campus. So there is a complete video on how to crack this, and also like individual parts like numerical ability, there are separate videos made in Tamil as well as English, for reasoning ability also, right? As well as verbal ability is concerned, so we have a practice platform wherein I've given the actual TCS NQT questions you can practice. So totally 65 marks and a duration of 75 minutes is this cognitive skills. The level is very easy, okay, and it's like a set of pattern kind of questions are getting repeated, so you can go through those videos on how to crack this. So cognitive skills, this is the components. And when it comes to subject NQT IT, they test your knowledge on pseudocode algorithms, okay, programming constructs, then SDLC and its stage wise documentation, implementation using C, C++ and Java. And you know, like they test you on C, you can there is a hands-on exercise, okay, so wherein you have to go for a code, okay, foreign you can use, you know, like C, C++, Java or Python, and you can execute the code. So this is the subject NQT IT. So if you are looking for a career in TCS and other companies, then you may have to go for the cognitive skills variant and this particular subject NQT IT. So these two you have to take it like compulsorily, right? Now if you are looking for an accountant career, okay, so they'll be checking on basic accounting and finalization of accounts, cost and management accounting, direct and indirect taxation, okay, so this is what they'll be testing on. If you are looking for, you know, like financial markets and services, okay, so they'll be checking on finance and financial management, corporate finance, business finance, fundamentals of investment, demand and supply analysis, derivatives, etc., right? And so as far as if you are looking to enter BPO or, you know, like, so just, you know, to use computers, then they'll be checking on testing on basic hardware, software components, and, you know, like Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel, etc., right? And so if you want to enter into digital marketing, then, you know, like website design, development and content marketing, mobile user experience testing and optimization, social media engagement and brand campaigns, search engine marketing, search engine optimization, pay-per-click campaigns, etc. So they'll be testing on this campaign and analytics also, right? And also they'll give you case studies and ask you to answer. So this is about subject NQT digital marketing. So those who are aspiring to go for digital marketing specialist, SEO analyst, SEM specialist, content marketing manager, social media manager, YouTuber, affiliate marketer, okay, so those people can choose this particular subject NQT. The other one is subject NQT CRM. So here they'll be testing on principles and practices of management, marketing management, sales management, CRM, service marketing, e-business, ethics in sales and marketing, data privacy, consumer protection, etc., right? So client relationship manager, business relationship manager, customer relationship manager, engagement manager and client services manager. So those who are aspiring for these roles can choose this particular NQT. And then for the business development executive, marketing management, sales management, business research methods and business analytics, e-business, consumer behavior, ethics in business development activities, data privacy and consumer protection, and digital marketing. These are the areas in which they'll be testing. And then you have big data on cloud, okay, so they'll be checking on cloud computing for big data, understanding big data stack, data processing, etc., right? And so earlier, you know, like they used to ask for, you know, like, so only like candidates from specific branches can apply for these variants. Now they have not given anything like that, okay, so you can go through this. If you're interested, you can go through this, check, and then apply for this particular subject NQT. Then you also have the subject NQT machine learning, wherein they test you on basics of statistics, machine learning methodology, key concepts of machine learning algorithms, etc. Right, and then there is subject NQT artificial intelligence. Then you have subject NQT design for additive manufacturing, right, where they test you on additive manufacturing, AM technologies, limitations of AM systems, digital 3D model creation for AM, right, and more. Then industry NQT IT, banking and finance. Okay, so industry structure, domain and subdomain, they test you on this. Operative language, process and practices, regulatory environment, specific business and technology and trends, competitive landscape, etc. Now when it comes to the psychometric test, okay, so they basically test you on the Big Five model, okay, so which they say it is widely used in pre-hire assessment, and they also test you on the motivation need theory, okay, motivation test based on the various motivation needs theory, like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, etc. Right, so that's the psychometric test, and the duration is like 30 minutes. Now coming to the next part, mode of examination, right. Now this will be an, there are two options, okay, so either it can be in center or online remote proctored. Now if you have the required infrastructure, you can go for online remote proctored, okay, and you'll get the login credentials 2 days prior to the assessment, right. But however, like they give you if you pay for this, they give you options to like practice like 3 or 4 times you can practice, but the actual assessment, of course, you can take it like only once, the actual assessment, and the credentials they'll share it like 2 days prior to the assessment, right. So in center assessment also, you can choose the center in which you want to apply, you want to appear for, okay, so it will be one of the TCS ION centers, mostly TCS ION centers, right. So 2 days prior to the assessment you can apply for this. And as far as the TCS ION centers are concerned, these are available not only in tier 1 cities, even in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, even in smaller cities and towns also, like they conduct the assessment, okay. So if you don't have the required infrastructure at home, you can go for the in center assessment, right. So they are given the infrastructure requirement, okay, so from operating system to connectivity, etc. You can check it. If it is available with you, you can go for test, like you can take the test from home, or you can choose the in center, right. Now very important part, see whether it is TCS or any other company, okay, so Tech Mahindra or Emphasis, whatever company that you want to appear for, you have to apply for the job separately, okay. So even if you get a very good score, okay, so it doesn't mean that the TCS NQT, the TCS people, the TCS ION people, they will take care of your employment. It is not like that, okay. So you need to apply separately, right, on the corresponding company's corporate job portal. Of course, see, TCS also facilitates, right, TCS also facilitates, right, but at the same time you have to definitely apply in the company's job portal, right. So applications for recruitment will be called for independently by recruiting company corporate as per their standard processes, eligibility and norms, right. Now, so how to apply and fee, the link to apply I have shared in the description below. You can click on that and then go through and then apply. So basically you have to fill in your personal details, education details, your exam details and photograph, right. So basic details, your profile summary, you have to complete your work experience if you have any, right. So if you have some video resumes or something like that, you can upload it, okay. And then the educational background, okay, what are your key skills and accomplishments, okay. You have to upload your resume and the various projects, academic projects and others that you have completed, what are the various certifications that you have, right, and what are the variants that you want to buy, right. So maybe this part you can fill it later, and the languages known, right. So these are the aspects that you have to complete, and then you can choose, right. So cognitive skills, okay, it's like 600 rupees, right. and the TCS IT career readiness pack, that's like 1000 rupees currently, right? So this comes with the cognitive skills, psychometric test, and then subject NQT IT programming. And then you have the BFS pack, that's like that is like 999, which includes cognitive, psychometric, and subject NQT financial markets and services. The psychometric test alone, if you want to choose it, that's 400. Industry NQT IT is also like 400. Industry NQT banking and financial services also like 400. Subject NQT IT program is like 400. Basic computer skills 400. Subject NQT accountant 400. Financial markets and services also like 400. And the other, okay, so most of them are like 400, but some are like more costly. For example, big data and cloud, it's like 800. Machine learning 800. AI design for additive manufacturing, all these are 800. You also have subject NQT like wealth management, so you can go through the complete list. I have also given another list wherein I have listed all the various NQTs available and the price. Okay, so you also have financial derivatives, mobile app development, network, IT network engineer, IT web, so all these cost like 400, and IT web designer, that's like 800, and then you have the IT blockchain, that's like 800 is the cost, right? Now, what are the companies that consider TCS NQT 2022? Now, there are like lot of companies, right? So some of them are like very popular, like Ramco Systems or ITC or Tech Mahindra, Emphasis, so Tata Elxsi, and a lot of Tata group companies. Okay, so like Tata Electronics, they choose from here. Okay, and there are also smaller companies with good pay also they select. See, there is a separate link that I have given wherein there is a page where it shows a list of jobs available. Okay, so based on your qualification, based on your expected salary, you can filter and check, and it'll show you what are the current job openings available, and accordingly you can apply. If you have the correct score, you can apply for this. Okay, now so in my like experience, what I have seen in the last 1.5 years, even recently, if you see currently Tech Mahindra, they are hiring for the role of associate software engineer. They are hiring through TCS NQT. So there are 1000 openings for that. Okay, even recently I had uploaded video on that, right? And a few months back, Tata Elxsi, they hired about 250 or probably like 250. More than 250 like kind of per location they were hiring Tata Elxsi through TCS NQT. Okay, so if you I'm not saying, if you are confident and if you don't want to like spend money, of course you can go for the free NQT. Okay, so like as I said, currently the TCS BPS and TCS MBA is open, and anyhow like the Ninja which just closed recently will come again. Okay, so if you don't want to spend, of course you can wait for the TCS Ninja, TCS Digital, or you can if you are from a different background, okay, you can apply for the current BPS and like the MBA opening, right? Or you can also wait for if you are from like so BSc BCA background, you can wait for the TCS smart hiring, etc. You can definitely wait. Okay, but if you are like ready to pay, you can try taking the test, get a score, and then apply for this, right? So to sum up, they are saying that okay, so the highest CTC that they have someone has got through this TCS NQT, they're saying it is 19 lakh CTC, and so far they have got 100k plus offers, and like they have partnered with 750 plus corporates, and so there are a lot of job opportunities as well as job applicants, and they are also connected with colleges for this. Okay, so yeah, that's another aspect to it. So instead of going as an individual and then buying it, if your college is going to buy it for you, then that also you can do, right? So you can also apply for this through your college. If you are in the final year or pre-final year, you can also apply for this through your college. That's another aspect to it, right? Now if you have any queries, please post your questions in the comment section below, right? I hope the information that I have provided in this video was useful to you. If you like this information, click on the like button and share it with your friends who may need it. And if you are not already subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.